The following video has been brought to you by me. Hey guys, it's me, Double D, with another episode of Star Fox Adventures. Last time we did a lot of things. We saved the Thorntail from a bloop attack, returned a Snowhorn artifact to Snowhorn Waste through that Snowhorn, took out his horn challenge, got the Krazoa spirit from the test of strength, returned it to the Krazoa shrine, and then talked to this fellow who turns out to be the gatekeeper to Dragon Rock, the location of the last spellstone. And I'm pretty sure this is the portal he opened, and I think this is the walled city. I could have gone it backwards. This time, wake up Tricky, wakey wakey, we're gonna be going to Dragon Rock to get that last spellstone. Because General Scales also trapped that Thorntail's friends in there for forming a resistance. So with that, let's go to Dragon Rock to kill two birds with one stone. How much do we need to go to Dragon Rock for our wing? 15. We currently have double that amount. Then again, we got the maximum amount of fuel cells you will ever need for the entire game, like back at Cloud Runner Fortress or something. Or heck, after we complete Cloud Runner Fortress. So, way before right now. Anyway, we are now taken to the skies, and on to our last stop to get the last spellstone, Dragon Rock. And here we are. It's been next to us the entire time, so now, let's go here.
General Scales has unleashed the full force of the planet's dark energy, mutating Dragon Rock into a desolate wasteland. He has captured a number of dinosaurs and is planning to change them into powerful killing machines. It's rumored that one such creature already exists. This final spellstone will bring Dinosaur Planet back together. Slippery out!
Yeah, this is going to be the deadliest location in our adventure. And what's more, what starts it will indicate how deadly Dragon Rock is.
Fly through 10 gold rings to open the Gamekeeper's force field!
You heard the general. We have to get a perfect here. If you miss one gold ring, that's it. You have to turn around. That's it. You are pretty much screwed. Okay, there's one gold ring down. So yeah, keep a lookout for the gold rings. Don't be afraid to break, because that will pretty much make things easier for you. Okay. Okay, where is that gold ring? Sometimes the R-wing will block your way, so you can't really see all the rings. No. Well, that didn't last long. I'm dying on purpose. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, so these two paths, they lead to the same outcome. Just pick the one that's closest to you because none of them contain any gold rings that you will miss. In fact, they all converge to this one. Okay, there's another one up here. Okay, there's another one down here. Be very careful, keep shooting, and try to stay as centered as possible to get the gold rings. This one always trips me up, and that's simply because it's moving. Okay, if you can get this, you should pretty much be golden, because the rest of them are pretty much straight ahead. Okay, and there's the last one. There we go. It's not that hard at all. I say this, and yet I missed the gold ring early on. But yeah, it's not particularly hard if you know what you're doing. So with that, let's go into Dragon Rock. And just by looking at the land, this is already a foreboding looking place. We're going to need all our wits and our strength with us to be able to pass the trials that is Dragon Rock.
There's something near.
Where, Tricky? Where? Okay, truth be told, I don't know where all the secrets are. But there is a lot of things to go about in Dragon Rock. In fact, we've seen this enemies from Mountain Pass, which I now know are called Firewalkers. These are pretty much hard-shelled, but if you could freeze them and then hit them, you could be able to kill them instantly. They're that easy to take care of if you have the magic. Okay, let's get you, because I have a feeling we're going to be needing Tricky all around. There's some sentries over there, not sentinels as I've been calling them. Yeah. They're protected by a shield, so you should find a way to rescue them. And here we are, our first objective. We have an Earthwalker to rescue, so we need to do something about him. Okay, so with that, let's be on our way to the other end of the Dragon Rock, and that is a Spore Pod. If you get close to it, it'll launch spores and they'll fly directly towards you. You may as well put your force field up there right now so the spores won't hit you at all. they're slow, but eventually one or two will catch up to you. So be careful around those things. Okay. There is a fortress over here that we have to take care of because that's pretty much the only course of action we're able to do. I highly also recommend that you use these magic flowers to keep your staff energy as high as possible. You're going to need a lot of magic in here. Okay, let's climb up here. Mind the torches, even though we have a lot of health to maintain ourselves unless we actively go out of a way to get hurt, just like I did just right there because I am totally reckless and stuff. We have ourselves a wooded opening and a bomb transporter. That's what I like to call them too. But yeah, this means that we're going to need to transport bombs in a safely manner. These switches will enable and disable the torches as long as you're stepping on them. You could probably guess what we were planning to do with these. Okay, let's break this open to regain some health. There is also a fuel barrel cell over here. Thankfully, it's not timed. Okay. The first puzzle involves the fuel cell barrel because of course it does. You're going to be seeing this a lot in Dragon Rock going forward. We're going to be going in here and activating this so we could be able to send the drone on its way. I like to think it's a drone. And now, we have to make sure the drone is not engulfed in flames as it is carrying the bomb. So this is what these switches are for. Okay, so where is the drone? Okay, it passed that torch. Now you have to quickly go over to this other switch and press it down as well. I could have sworn it slowed down as soon as it got to the flames, but it was probably just an illusion. Anyway, with that, that's already the first puzzle of Dragon Rock down. Okay, so in this door with Dragon Rock, which this place is going to give me so much nightmares. Anyway, with that, we have opened the door to the Earthwalker already, so we are now already on the right track to complete this stage as quickly as possible. Even though I don't plan to have to do a speed run or anything, but hey, every bit counts. I don't care if I'm getting burned to death. Fox should be used to it by now. Anyway, let's go over to the Earthwalker to see what he has in store for us, because we need him for something. There's a reason why he's locked up, and opening the door was the first thing we could do. Anyway, with that, let's go over to him. Wow, it really is on the other side. Wow. Okay, so let's go over to you, Mr. Earthwalker. You're free!
You have done well to find me, but there are others.
Yeah, I know. Your Thorntail friend told me all about it.
I am pleased to hear of his safety, but the High Top is not so fortunate. Together, we can free him.
Oh, I'm not paid enough for this. Okay, what do we do?
The High Top will be an easy target for the patrolling robots. With their shields, they are unstoppable. However, each one has a shield generator hidden somewhere nearby. If we can destroy these, the robots will be defenseless.
So what do you expect me to use? This?
Of course not. This. Now get on my back. Let's do some damage.
To steal a quote from the Say, we're getting ourselves a manly Epona. We are riding on the back of an Earthwalker. Manly Epona indeed. I'm sorry for stealing that from you, Masay. Anyway, we have to mind the Earthwalker's health, because if he dies, yeah, that shouldn't be a good thing. So, what do we do with this Earthwalker? Well, if you've been so hawk-eyed as we traverse through Dragon Rock, you will have noticed, if I could find one, you will have noticed that here it is. Yeah, if you see these green cracks somewhere, that indicates where a whoa, get out of the way. Yeah, that indicates where a generator is located. In fact, we have disabled that sentry shield, and there should be 4 more hidden here. Once you see a crack with green hidden in it, you should be good to go. You're not gonna need the Earthwalker as much with this. In fact, we already have 3 out of the 4 of these down. The last one should be somewhere around here. In fact, it is, okay, it should be close to him because he is there. I'm sorry for practically running you over, Tricky. Where is it? Oh yeah, it's probably on the other side of this rock. Ah, Spore Pod! And here we are. And there we go. That is all the possible spore entries. No, sentry shields that we have to activate. Can we ride them again as much as we please? We can. Sweet. Although there is absolutely no point to. In fact, his health does carry over, so there's that. Okay, so now that the sentry's shields are down, we can now be able to blast them with what else? Our Fire Blaster. However, these guys have really long range. As soon as they see you, they'll shoot at you. You're going to get hit a lot. So be sure you have a lot of health if you're going to do this. I can't really think of any way to be able to avoid damage as much as possible, but hey. You can shoot wildly if you want to, but you're going to consume magic very fast, so I highly recommend finding locations of these flowers as soon as possible, and a spore just hit me. Actually, I wonder how far this goes. Oh, very far. Okay. There is the sentry over here. Let's see if I can hit him. Okay, no, he spotted me. Okay. And there we go. That's another sentry down. And now only one more sentry to go. Okay, let's get you. These look like the spore pods, but these are not active at all. These are pretty much dormant. They're here for decoration, so you don't have to worry about those things producing some seeds, some pinwheel style seeds. I always like pinwheel seeds. I don't know why, they're so fun to look at. Anyway, here's the last sentry, and the fire crawler is behind me, but upon defeating all the sentinels, or sentries, sorry, we have this door to open. First, I'm going to go restore my health, because that is the most important thing that we have to deal with. Okay. With that, let's go over here. And what do you know? We have another flower over here, which means we're going to be using our Fire Blaster once again, and a high top. We don't have any way of going here aside from this, because apparently the Sharp Claw never installed stairs, so how does one expect to go up here? Well, I think they had a ladder, but, you know, they had to tear it down when it's not in use. Anyway, here's the high top in question, and he is thrashing. I've tried to break free of these ropes, but they're too strong. Maybe you can help. I highly recommend trying to find a place where you can be able to shoot easily, have a bit of a centered location, and you have to shoot these 4 Fire Blaster targets. Sounds easy, right? Well, as soon as one rope is gone, you have to be quick. And my aim is terrible, yeah. You have to be quick, because if you're not quick, the ropes will regenerate. And once the rope regenerates, then yeah. You pretty much have to start over. It's kind of a pain to deal with. Especially if your aim is terrible like me. But then again, that's partially the game's fault because the aiming is not really that perfect. But yeah, if you miss one, that's pretty much it. You pretty much have to start over. Or rather, if you let one regenerate, you have to start over. Because if one regenerates, then the rest should soon follow. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go over here. My aim is not... Okay, that's 2 down. 3 down, and...
I guess we're ready to go.
Go where?
We're crossing the plain, and you're going to have to protect me. Are you ready? Let's go!
That was sudden, but yeah. We have ourselves a little bit of a kind of a Star Fox game. We have to protect these things, or rather the high top are being hit by these things. So basically it's your normal everyday Star Fox game. But yeah, here we go. Okay, let's shoot these down. Yeah, this is pretty much easy if you know where to aim. Unlike with the Fire Blaster earlier, the aiming for here is actually pretty good. Why can't it be this way always, game? Anyway, if too many of these go to the high top, you're pretty much dead, and you will have to start over from breaking those ropes all over again. In fact, I don't know how far are we from the door. There's the Earthwalker's prison, and okay, and I believe the door is on the other side. Why couldn't you go this way? And I'm guessing it's probably because there's no possible enemies that could take him down. So that's why we're going all the way around, or just to make some content out of this. I don't know. Anyway, let's get you guys in. Come on, shoot it down, shoot it down. It kind of feels like that we're part of the resistance that Thorntail tried to form, but ultimately failed because General Scales found out about it. And, okay, so with that, can I just say how pretty this Dragon Rock looks at night? Can I just mention that? Because it looks just so beautiful. This desolate wasteland and the color of the sky just pretty much accentuate how pretty it looks. Okay. I'm starting to run out of things to talk about. Now, other than okay, I know that if the high top dies, there's a special cutscene that's pretty sad. I'm gonna show it at the end of the episode. I'm not sure if the Earthwalker also has a special cutscene if it dies as well. Did I get hit at some point? I just realized that health bar does not look full at all. I probably didn't even notice. Anyway, I believe we are very close to the point where to the door where we could break it down. Let's see, where are we? No. Okay, now we got hit. I think I didn't notice. Yeah, there's a door. But first gotta shoot these down. Oh. We made it. Come on! Huh, I guess they gave up. Yeah, they gave up. Come on, High Top.
That's what I was looking for. It's up to you guys now. You'll figure it out.
I guess it indeed is up to us now. Okay, so our next objective is up here. And more fire blastering because Lord knows I need some fire blaster shooting lessons. Okay. There is indeed. Yeah. I guess that pretty much tells us who we're gonna rescue. A Cloud Runner up in that cage. I'm gonna deal with these fire walkers over here. And we have ourselves a flame symbol, and already we have taken care of the life force door. So yeah. You can pretty much tell what we're going to be doing here. We need to get this flame to burn that bar in the cage so we can be able to break him free. However, it's misaligned, which means we're gonna need to find some way to get him aligned. This is gonna be the hardest puzzle in all the game. If I'm gonna be totally honest. First, I'm gonna have to deal with you, so I don't have to worry about you. This is going to be the hardest puzzle in the entire game, if I may be honest. Okay. Let's have Tricky go in here. There is a bomb right here. It'll always regenerate here should it blow up. In fact, I'm gonna have Tricky stay here. And I'm gonna set the fire blaster to a shortcut. Because, and that is why. This thing this drone will carry the bomb all the way over to here, where we will. Tricky, why did you go out of that switch? Yeah, Tricky, why did you go to that switch? Anyway, so we need to make sure the bomb makes it to the other side here unscathed. And that's part 1. Part 1 is, and I believe these do take a short amount of time before they peter out. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to do all my firing. And there we go. And that's just part 1. Fortunately, the bomb is not timed whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about it running out of time, but this is just the beginning of how frustrating this part of the game can be. And here is part 2. We have to deal with the fan physics, but we have to deal with the fire that's blowing. Or I could just throw it. Yeah, what I usually did was just jump off with it, and I believe I was making it much more harder than it actually was. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the fire and throw it over to the other side. Huh, maybe it isn't as hard as I remembered it, and I was just making it a lot harder when I was a kid, because I was the worst gamer ever as a kid. Okay. Now this one is definitely hard. It's on the other side over there. And these two flames have really weird intervals as to when they go off. Okay, so I have to wait till both of them are off. And wow, I did it on my first try. I didn't really think to throw it over there to the other side just to make it easier. I always thought I'd have to like throw it, just jump off with it and have physics do its job. But I guess I was making it way harder than I needed it to be as a kid. So yeah, I guess me being older and more intuitive made the puzzle much more easier. And also there was a Bafom Dad. I don't need you, stinky Bafom Dad. Anyway, with that out of the way, we have blown this up, and now with it contains. Okay, that scared me. I thought I was gonna fall off and thereby destroy all my hard work. But no, that didn't happen. But we have now a switch. What did the switch do? It causes the cage to move. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll align itself, so I believe it's automatic. Oh, and we can stop it too. Sweet, okay. So, new plan is to stop the cage as soon as it reaches that hole over there that indicates where the fire will come out. What I usually did was just let the cage move on its own. I believe that's aligned enough. Let's just hope the fire has a big enough hit. Actually, I don't really have faith that that fire has a big enough hitbox to get that bar. If I was wrong, and I would have been genuinely surprised. Yeah, that was definitely off. You're gonna be here for a while if your timing is not correct like mine. Okay. Nah, I don't really have faith that the fire's hitbox is big enough for it to go over there. Yeah, shut up, Cloud Runner. Okay, definitely aligned. With that out of the way, I'm gonna go meet Tricky down on the bottom floor. And take fall damage as I do this. And now, Tricky, flame.
Look out!
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Thanks for helping me out. Hey, aren't you a friend of Crystal?
How do you know Crystal?
I helped her get onto General Scale's galleon. But after I left, I was captured by the shark claws, and I've been stuck here ever since. Why don't you climb aboard? I need to stretch my wings.
Okay, I have a question. How did Fox ever learn Crystal's name when I don't think Crystal's name was ever told to anyone in Star Fox at all up to this point? How did Fox know it at all? That's just the writers being inconsistent. Anyway, we have our last step to get the spellstone. It involves this Cloud Runner. Next time on Star Fox Adventures, we're going to be climbing aboard the Cloud Runner to take on the last step to get the spellstone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!